Education must begin with the solution of the teacher-student contradiction by reconciling the poles of the contradiction so that both are simultaneously teachers and students. This is Revisiting Paulo Freire, Adult Education for Emancipation.
What we need to know. Number 1, to know the Freirean key concept addressed to build an adult education for emancipation, culture, dialogue, literacy, method, the duality, oppressor and the oppressed, conscientization and the role of educator. Number 2, to know the importance to recuperate a liberating approach to adult education as opposed to the policies and practices of lifelong learning. Number 3, to update the relevance of Paulo Freire's thought in the current social and educational scenario, providing a new sight about the legacy of Freire in the path for shaping an adult education for emancipation. What is the importance? Considering some Freire's key elements could be useful to both situate and heighten the importance of his ideas at present time, these key ideas are: number 1, culture, the process of democratization of the culture. Number 2, dialogue is the core of his philosophy and methodology. Number 3, literacy method, the methodological approach to education and the concept of literacy. Number 4, the oppressor and the oppressed, means that the educational process is one of the liberation for people involved in it. Number 5, the process of conscientization. For the critically conscious thinker, education involves engaging in the continuous improvement of self and reality. And the last one, the educator. We shall define an adult educator who committed to organizing practices that are aimed at raising people's awareness and emancipation. What is the implications? The current social situation is characterized by a globalization process that limits the capacity of individuals to maintain their social and cultural identity and consigns people and culture to oblivion. Number 2, it is also characterized by an increase in social injustices for an educational system anchored in homogenization and the search for standards and benchmarks. Last one, social inequalities have an important economic background, and sometimes education is presented as a kind of miraculous solution against them. In this way, education helps us to create different social relations based on the justice, participation, equity, and creativity.
Education is an act of love, and thus an act of courage.